everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Kaitlyn. Now, some of you reached out to me and wanted some summer salad recipes, so I have one for you today. We are going to be making a pasta salad that is very colorful, very bright, very good for summer, and absolutely delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's what you're gonna need. 1 red bell pepper, 1 yellow bell pepper, 1 green bell pepper, some goat cheese, black olives, cherry tomatoes, restaurant style Italian dressing, salami, and noodles. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit before we get started on some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using. So I've already got my pasta cooked and you can see it here. I'm using a Tricolor pasta mainly because it's going to make the dish more colorful and bright and make it all the more appetizing. Another thing that I am using today is I am using this Terrell Creek Farms goat cheese that is the garlic and herb. Now the reason I'm using this is one, it is made in Fordland, Missouri, so it's a local farmer product, and then also it already has my seasoning mixed into the cheese, so there's less ingredients that I have to measure out myself to put into the salad. Another thing that you at home might want to know is whenever you are picking out bell peppers, there's actually a difference between different types of peppers. So on the red bell peppers, we're going to look at the bottom. So you can see it's got 4 bumps here. So this is a female red pepper, which means it's going to be a little bit on the sweeter side. That has 3 bumps on the bottom. So if you like your dishes to be a little bit more sweet, then you're going to want to make sure you're getting female peppers instead of male peppers. If you don't want it to be super sweet, then get the male peppers. And honestly, there's not too terribly much of a difference when it comes to taste, but some people might notice. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and chop up our red bell pepper here. Now in this dish, you can kind of adjust the measurements to your taste. So since we have 3 peppers, I tend to just use about half a bell pepper or half of each color of bell pepper as I'm putting them into this dish, just because that's my taste preferences. If you really, really love your peppers, then you can put in a whole pepper or you can put in more than 1 if you want to. It is 100% up to you. This is one of those cases where cooking is an art, not a science. Throw that in. Another thing that we're gonna do is we want to slice up our cherry tomatoes. I put them into quarters. Now you're gonna wanna make sure you have a sharp knife so that way you slice through the cherry tomato and not smash it. If your knife is on the dull side and you just try to push down on it, it's gonna smash it and then you're gonna get juice everywhere, and we want all of that into our salad. We don't want it all over our countertops. So once you've got all of your tomatoes sliced, and then also chopped up my salami into quarters, so that way it was just a little bit easier to eat. It was in bite-sized pieces. Then we're going to put all of that into our bowl too. All right, good, we got all that in there, and then we're gonna give it a quick toss to get all of our ingredients stirred in before we add our cheese and our salad dressing. Woo. All right, now we're gonna add our cheese. And I go ahead and just throw the whole tub of cheese in there. You can never have too much cheese. And last, we are adding our salad dressing. Now this one you are going to want to measure with your heart. So I use about half a bottle of dressing when I'm making this salad. But if you want more dressing, of course, you can always add more. If you want less, you can have less. Give it a good toss, and then it's ready to serve and enjoy. Now, Cooking with Kaitlyn is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They provided all of the ingredients for today's recipe. And then if you want to try out this recipe for yourself, you can swing by either the Battlefield or Sunshine location and go into the store. You're going to see a cardboard cutout of me, and you're going to be able to pick up a recipe there. And then, of course, if you try out this recipe for yourself, make sure to reach out on social media and let me know how it goes.